Welcome to Hunter Panel's Lake City, Florida production facility. It's one of our 6 strategically located North American polyiso insulation manufacturing plants, producing the most energy-efficient and cost-effective roofing insulation on the market today. As the green building movement gains momentum, Hunter Polyiso leads the way with environmentally correct practices and EPA-compliant materials used in its processes. Let's take a close-up look at this modern 250,000 square foot operation and distribution center and learn about the processes and quality controls that make Hunter one of the nation's most reliable resources for polyiso rigid foam roof insulation. Polyiso is a high-thermal closed-cell foam plastic insulation produced by a chemical reaction between MDI or isocyanate and polyol that is formulated with an expansion agent, catalyst, and surfactants to create a high-index foam with superior fire and mechanical properties. Computerized day tanks permit batch mixing required by daily production runs, thus ensuring rigid adherence to quality control. Bulk chemicals delivered to Hunter by rail and truck are monitored at all times by a Hunter inspector. The footprint of the automated manufacturing line requires 20% of the plant floor. A 200,000 square foot space is needed for curing and storage. Production is continuous. At the beginning or wet end of the laminator, rolls of fiber reinforced paper facer are configured to permit uninterrupted operation. Here, the formulated chemical undergoes a high-speed mixing process and is then dispensed onto the facer. Reaction is immediate, as is clearly visible in this popcorn test. The laminator acts as a large-scale oven as the exothermic reaction continues and the foam rises and begins to cure. Line speeds of the laminator are dependent on the thickness of product being produced. Next, saws automatically trim excess material from the sides of product. Hunter is, to a great extent, defined by its quality procedures and maintains a fully equipped QC lab staffed with process engineers. The compressive strength testing underway here is fundamental to achieving high-quality polyiso panels, as are the side compression, density, and facer peel tests routinely performed according to industry performance standards. Hunter's processes are continually audited by Factory Mutual, Underwriters Laboratories, and the PIMA Quality Mark program. Retractable gang saws cut panels to predetermined lengths, varying in dimensions including 4x4, 4x8, 4x12, or 4x16. Air emissions are tightly monitored, controlled and reduced to nearly zero by a sophisticated thermal oxidizer. Bag houses are used to contain particulates. Semi-automatic stackers are located at the gang saws. Once finished panels are stacked, they receive a generic label which includes the product code, lot number, the production date, plant shift, the specific manufacturing plant, and the panel size. All panels can be traced back to a specific lot for quality assurance. Each run is tested to meet the standards of ASTM C1289, which governs the physical properties of rigid closed-cell foam plastic. A ring wrapper secures the stack with plastic. Then the stack travels to the automated bagger where it is completely encased. As production continues, backer paper is spliced on the fly as new rolls are brought online. Every package of panels is taken into the warehouse where it will cool and cure until the product reaches a stable temperature. The period of curing is determined by several factors, including product thickness, ambient temperature and humidity inside the facility, and the time of year. Finally, the packages of cured panels are loaded on flatbed carriers for shipment. Hunter's Lake City facility loads as many as 60 to 70 truckloads a day for shipment direct to job sites or into warehouse distribution centers.